The winner takes all is the thrill of one more Game Wolf Plays video. What can I do for you on this fine day? Nothing. I know. I think openers can be cliche. That's true. The truth is, it's kind of like punctuation. Okay, when people start with like or subscribe, they're not thinking about it. It's just instinctual punctuation of a conversation. Don't mind it. I mind someone saying that less than someone doing like a sponsored video in which my ad blocker has no effect. That I take pity with. Someone who's like that. I'd rather do an advertising video where it's just like, hey, this is my advertising video. Let me put up a playlist of all my best ads. You know. Marketing. Oh! Okay, we got these little Sparkies. I was wondering why they wouldn't just be here, traditionally. Got that switch that I press. Welcome to the... Okay. How did I don't know how I ended up here, from the stomach to the mushrooms to this factory. Or whatever the fuck. But moving platforms. This took longer than you might think, but it's not because, like, I didn't feel like I was gonna die in this level, but I did kind of have to look for these switches. And I don't even know if they were even all that effective. I just felt like I had to press them, because they seemed rather important, seeing as they haven't led me astray yet, and I don't feel like they have on subsequent watching. Consequently, subsequently. Insequent milkshakes. Global milkshake nation. What just happened? We will never know. Hey, we got another one. And it's like in the same pattern as it's connected to a side thing. By the way, I figured out what this question does. Yeah, I missed that the first time around. So that's what the question block does. It makes a wall. So I'm not up shit creek since my rocket left without me again. I don't know why I keep trying to catch that rocket anyway. You just have to, like, get it the moment it goes on screen. It's kind of annoying. Oh, hey. It's that one guy, except now he's upside down. I wonder if he's been part of... I wonder if he's like the cousin to those things in the Death Egg battle, which, by the way, in Sonic 2... Or not Sonic 2. Sonic 3 Knuckles, when you're doing the Death Egg Zone boss fight before the final one. Before the final one and the secret final one. Before both of those. Like, I traditionally do it by just, you know, making things go upside down. It turns out, no. It turns out there's an easier way than that, and right now I forgot what it is, but... I think I'll probably look up that method when I go back and play Sonic 2. Which is going to be totally dependent on my special stage plan. Playing the game normally, fine. Actually getting the special stages, that's going to be a bastard. But that's half the fun! Oh boy, we got these weird teleporter thingies again. That kind of look like one of those old car things you'd have as a child. Well, we can ride that one, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be important. Also, I don't want to know what happens if it, like, tries to squeeze me against the ceiling. I'd rather not try to find out anytime, any day, any place Game Wolf Plays, the channel. Whoa! Gee, Sora! This Cosmo fella sure is spry! Yeah. That's the power of my suction blade hands! Don't leave home without them. Oh my goodness. I just realized there's a bunch of things Cosmo need to do. And he has freaking these hands. Like, do you understand what it's like to not have manual... Like, there's no, like, fingers. They're just suction cup hands. Why? I'm not gonna think about the logistics of the anatomy of a Cosmo person, so don't think about it too hard, but just know it'd be very difficult to do certain things that should not be imagined for a children's DOS game. This plumbing is making me dizzy. Look at me go around physically. I take that, Mario 3 pipes. Look what I can do. Smaller pipes. More efficient. Takes up less space. The best pipes around. The best. You know, I could just blow those up. It's not even like they're working anyway. May as well just get rid of them. I'm sad because now that I no longer, now that there's no more actual tutorial hint globes, they can just give you like hints or just weird messages from time to time instead. Or telling you if you found a secret area. Those are good too. Those have the most backing. But yes. Tell this Cosmo what he wants for dinner, what he wants for it. He wants some space turkey on his space dinner plate in his space restaurant. Who takes space home when he has a space dog bag? Too much space food will give him space vomit. Too much space vomit will send him to the space doctor. Space doctor is gonna be fucking sued for space malpractice and going to space jail. Thanks, Space Dad. You really set him right. Space? Dad? Are you Space? Yes, son. Now we can be a family again. Don't worry about if it sounds like original. I know the truth. I'm putting a bunch of pieces together, and it makes things. I think that's why it's hard for me to say I'm creative, is because since I personally know what went into it, more so than some people are just doing it by accident, since I'm deliberately doing things in certain ways, even when I'm just speaking like this, like all the time, I kind of deconstruct my own achievements. I don't know if that's like my own ego regulating itself, or if it's just I can't see the majesty of what you see in me. From your point of view, it's a lot different from seeing myself do it. I don't mean that just because of the behind-the-scenes stuff I do. No. What does it take to go inside the life of Game & Wolf Plays channel? Just call me Game & Wolf. The Plays part is just the tag on, like with a lot of channels that have Plays in the title, which they do. It's a lot like with DOS games, actually, where it's just like, insert word here software. Now we're just doing the same thing with insert word here plays, so I guess I could trust that kind of channel implicitly. I don't really like to watch a channel that's too much like mine, though. It's not because it's not a good thing. It's because then I feel like I need to do similar games anyway. So it's just like I've sort of lived the experience. Or, you know, it's not as interesting to me. Like, does a writer like reading other people's books? Surely. But it's going to be different for them on a wholly different level. If they rather just make books than read. I guess you'd need the... It's nice to have the repartee of what other people think about what you're doing when they're doing something similar. It's a lot like why I'd need to see different reviewers for the same game. It's like, why does this game rule? Also, why does this game suck? You know, balance in everything. Balance, just as everything should be. Balanced reviewers. Fair and balanced, they say. Assuming it's fair and balanced and not some kind of ploy. We gotta tip the scales. Tip them with our fingers. Tip them with our toes. Getting the health in my Cosmo's cosmic body. Holy crap cakes. I love crab cakes. How about you? Crab cakes are the best for me. The Cosmo is the cosmic crab cake. The crab cake of my dreams. Cosmic, cosmic crab cake. Cosmic, cosmic crab cake. Cosmic, cosmic crab... I'm really trying to hit this button. And I don't want to do it too hard, because then I might miss going back to the platform, so... Please excuse me while I practice general carefulness. There we go. Oh man, the level had to poop again. Oh no! Don't strain, level, it's gonna be okay! It's gonna be okay, man! Last thing you want is level diarrhea. Which, you know, an old version of Commander Keen could demonstrate to you what level diarrhea looks like. It's not pretty. It's like when you're accessing data in the game that is trying to represent itself as a level, and it's not quite working, because it was never intended for that! You know? It's like how the Sonic and Knuckles cart reads another game as, like, Sonic Special Stage. That's like, yeah, totally, that's what that is. No, it's not. The weird thing about the Special Stage loader in Sonic and Knuckles, when you put any other cartridge in order to do a stage, is that, I think it covers for every possible possibility. Like, the number of, like, bits, like, say it was, like, 65536 or something. And there's only so many combinations of those things. That can equal all the possibilities of the Special Stage. Don't step on worms. They look more like snails to me. Do-do-do-do. You may have seen them in the first part. I really only saw the one, but now there's going to be a bunch of them, so I'm going to be super careful. The good thing is that I learned you can just walk through them, and that's a good knowledge to have. Because they don't actually hurt me otherwise. If you do jump on them, you can loop. For some strange reason, though, these snaily things, worms as the game wants to call them, we can call them worms if we want. These snails, right, or slugs, rather. Slugs. These slugs will fall off if they go to the left off a platform, but they don't do it if they face to the right. They can also seem to break boxes, weirdly enough. And the boxes just have more of their kin anyway, so I guess it makes sense. Trying to free their friends. I don't know what this level's reminding me of. I don't know, I'm just in like some big outdoor cave. Is that all this is? Am I inside like the inner caves? The caves of my people are the ones that told me about all my caves and friends. All my friends are caves. All my best caves are friends. Caves are friendly. Oh no. It's that guy. He's gonna mess with everything. He's like, I'm gonna trick you into jumping. I'm like, nah, I can just walk across this big old whatever the fuck this rock is. That's the rock that's like Death Mountain when you blow 2 holes in it. It's like, or yeah, it's like, here's my heart container hole and here's my Dungeon 9 hole. Oh, thanks. Or whatever they call that rock that has a heart container in it. It does look like that rock to me. Do-do-do, when you go up the street, no one tells you about the word peat. It's pieces of wood that you use as fuel, maybe, or maybe you like mulch. Are you a mulch kind of guy? Let's find out with our mulch. Alright, so the theme of this level is just slug. I can accept that. So we're just going to kind of just enjoy the scenery. At a certain point, though, like I said, I stopped caring about exploration. But this felt like I could explore it pretty safely for the most part. As long as I didn't get tricked. I was tricked! Look at those health power-ups. Red, blue, yellow, and green. Cyan, magenta, and gray. Those are the colors of the rainbow, I've decided, according to this game. No, that's just 16-bit nonsense. Thanks, EGA graphics card. Whatever that was called. The EGA card. This is an EGA game. It may seem like VGA, but it is EGA, I believe, yes. Certainly not CGA. Oh, you want to see a VGA? Try some Jill of the Jungle, man. If you want SVGA, well, that's just late 90s DOS games generally. Like, at that point, no one cares, because then you might be up to the level of, like, the Voodoo 3D effects cards. It's just like, at that point, the graphics are fine. Like, PlayStation 1 level besides, as long as it's not, like, texture warping, I think it's perfectly okay. I wonder if someone could, like, patch PlayStation 1 games so that the textures don't warp. That'd be the best thing in the entire planet if someone had done just that. I think some N64 games do it too, so if something existed to just prevent texture warping, I'd be most pleased. Please do not warp the textures. They kind of give me a little headache. They make me feel like the world is moving around me when it's not. It's just a cheap shortcut to save time and processing power, even though, like, those PlayStation discs, they take like hundreds of megs. And then 64 games are like, yeah, yo, I'm just like 32 megs, man. No big deal. That's why the PlayStation 1 got away with a lot of cutscenes. It's like, yeah, random crap nobody wants, yay. Just kidding. We love the cutscenes. Although it's like the beginning of like Sega CD and then Sony doing stuff. It's just like, alright, I guess games are like movies now. Hooray. What is this guy doing to my face? He is making it present to my hands. My hands are telling him that otherwise. He wants to land down to Michigan Lansing, while the land partiers sing at the Capitol building. I want to go over to Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, Illinois. And then go straight down to Arkansas, because we can't words. This little cave of mine, I will not let... does this background repeat, like, tessellation-wise? That would explain why it looks like a double cave. That doesn't really work, you guys. You can't just have a cave layer. I mean, I suppose you do, but could you imagine a double-decker cave? That would blow so many people's minds. Does it blow your mind? Yeah, probably. Oh, clam plants. I thought I'd missed you for a moment. I don't. They're okay. They're stationary. No one's worried about them. I'm certainly not. They are the piranha plants of the game, after all. Effectively. Although, really, they're more like munchers. Munchers you can walk through when they're not munching. Strategies apply in a similar fashion. We got more of these heart plants that will eat you if you let them, so do not let them. I might have to blow some up, because I don't feel like I could jump over all 4 of them. I don't want to risk that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to blow up my slug friend. It's okay, though. If you kill a slug before it dies, its remains don't remain. Just vaporize it. It's the only way to be certain. More explosions until morality improves. I think that's how Michael Bay thinks. More explosions! More! What else? More Meg Ryans? I guess. Everyone likes it when someone acts like cardboard just because they look alright. And I don't say that about anyone that just looks beautiful. In a sense. In a sense. Like, you know beauty's subjective. I just mean, like... There's plenty of people that look good and are smart. That's what I mean to say. And there's also plenty of people who are not smart that look good. And then ugly people who are smart and then ugly... You know. It's all relative. The point is, it's not a crack at that kind of person. It's only a crack at one particular person. So, if I don't know enough of that person, that is on me. Just so you know. Would you come down and open the box for me, friend? Yay! He stepped on the box. Yeah, just by laying on the box, it immediately opened. That's not something we're gonna see again. I guess you could see it if you allowed it to happen. Still not sure what these barrels are supposed to actually look like. But at least I know what the boxes actually look like. Actually, the boxes look imported from Crystal Caves. Incidentally. They sure do! They know how to import all the best imports! This side of the house. What? Alright, Mr. Man. We gotta come up with a new gig, a new theme. It's Cosmo's Cosmic Kit. Oh wait, no, that's not new! You can do better. Alright, take that. Put this in your head. Make him shit out fruit. I actually have no reason to go up there in particular. I just thought maybe I could make the jump just to prove a point. And I suppose there could be help up there. And just sometimes you just have a worthless points item, and that's just... And that's terrible. Lex Luthor took 14 cakes. 14. I don't remember what the original line was. Just that there was a number of cakes. And he really wanted those cakes, Superman. Why'd you have to stop his plan for cake nomination? He will take all the cakes in the world because the comic ways to be evil. That's why they call it comical, because they don't treat it serious. Ha 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 ha. Oh wow. You just get together sometime? Nothing like two plants sharing the same nutrients on a floating platform. That'll last them till the end of time, won't it? Yeah, until they starve. Note, it did not last. Note. Narrator's note. I make notes. Narrator's note. I know the narrator personally. I'm his note. That's a good point of outage, if I do say so myself.
He said it! He's the note man!
Get all the points. Put them in your mouth. Make them scrumptious. Won't you see? That's brilliant. Brilliant! Get ready. Get psyched. Where will we go today on the half-noon rodeo show? It's half by noon. What's half noon? 6 a.m. Oh god, I don't want to do rodeos at 6 a.m. Too bad. It's early daylight savings, and we gotta start this right now. 24 hours... Yeah, 24-hour streams. I praise those of you who do 24-hour streams, but please don't. That's not a good stress for your body. That's not good at all. There's only been like a single-digit number of times that I've gone 24 hours without sleeping, and it sucks each and every time. I believe the last time was just to trick me into making sure I slept earlier, and that was a bad idea. Just it's kind of like trying to cure someone of a smoking habit by just shoving 100 cigarettes in their mouth and be like, "Oh, you enjoy it so much now?" It's like, I don't like. Reverse psychology is all well and cool, but can we do it without actually physically damaging someone? That'd be nice. I'll see you next time, and remember, eyeball stalks can blink.